In this video, we're going to talk about how I make cashew milk. It's so easy, you're not going to believe it. You'll never buy it again. So I use a Nutribullet to blend everything up. It's a really super nice blender if you don't have one. It is a little pricey, but it's a pretty good blender. But you could use any blender you have. So you're going to need a blender of some sort. I have a 1 cup measure. I have Medjool dates, some vanilla. I have 3 of these quart jars. These, like this, I just bought at Michael's. Top. This is just a leftover actual milk bottle. I didn't return it, so I just use it. And then we have our cashews that have been soaking in water and a strainer. So what I do is I first take the cashews that have been soaking and then I like to rinse them off. You don't have to soak them. You can just put them in right in the blender with the water and the dates, but I soak them, and I read something that soaking the cashews or the almonds or whatever you want to make your nut milk out of, it's supposed to release enzymes or something if you soak it first, but I don't know about that. I think it gives a creamier milk if you soak first. So we're going to fill up our cup here. And then we're going to just pour it in like that. I started with 1.5 cups of dried cashew nuts, and after they soak, they expand, and you wind up with 2 cups. Okay, so there's, and then what we're going to do is take these dates to squeeze them, because as you can see, they have kind of a large pit in the middle, and I know from experience, if you just put this whole thing in, it's going to create the worst racket you've ever heard in your life. Screwed that. And we're just going to use 1/2. So I have 1.5 dates. And then I'm going to pour water to what's in this blender is the fill line. So yeah, it doesn't look like much right now, but just wait. Okay, now it's stopped, and you can see it's just beautiful, beautiful, creamy color milk. I failed to mention that it also helps if you have a sieve to get the milk into the bottle, but again, it's not required, but it does help. So then we're just going to pour it right in. Isn't that beautiful? And you don't even have to strain the cashew milk because there's no skin on this milk, and it just is so creamy and beautiful. That's already filled 1 bottle. Put that to the side. And there you have 1 bottle of cashew milk. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now we're going to do our second bottle. And we'll just pour what's left into here. The rest of the nuts. basically you're going to repeat what you did with the first. Squeeze out the pit from the date, drop it in, just a little squeeze of vanilla bean paste. I like the vanilla bean paste, you could use regular vanilla. And then we're going to fill to the fill line. Here we have our second blender full of our freshly made cashew milk, and I'm just going to pour to fill this bottle to the top. I do everything in the sink so that just in case there is anything like this, it's easy to clean up. You can see it's frothy on top. Just gonna rinse it off. Okay, and there's our second bottle. Wait a bit. And then we're gonna take our third, which is literally, this one's a milk bottle that I had from the grocery store, and I just didn't return it for the deposit, so I'm using it with my own cashew milk. Look how creamy that is, isn't that gorgeous? It's so good. Once you've made your own milk like this, you will not care to drink the processed milk in the store. So good. You need to drink it fairly quickly. It's not something that you can leave in the refrigerator for weeks and weeks like you can the processed. But anyway, so you can see from a cup and a half of cashew nuts, you get almost 3 full quarts of milk. I just think that's amazing.